Well, just as Republicans are looking to rebrand their image, Karl Rove was in Monterey tonight facing off with a top member of President Obama's campaign. The focus of the evening was supposed to be bipartisanship, but Kit Doe shows us that didn't come through on stage.
So shall we get right to it?
With Karl Rove deep in Obama territory, tonight's topic, can we bridge the partisan divide? It didn't look good.
Let me cite a couple of examples.
Let David get a word in. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me cite a couple of examples.
Let David respond to that.
Well, why don't you give me something? Give me a chance to give him something to respond to.
Why don't you let him have a chance to respond?
David Plouffe, President Obama's campaign manager, and Karl Rove, the chief architect of George W. Bush's campaigns, had to first bridge the snarkiness divide.
We've got this myth that we have a president who is committed to bipartisanship and post-partisanship, and it hasn't worked out.
This is like getting interview lessons from Sarah Palin, a lecture on bipartisanship. But
below the belt punches notwithstanding, the two opposites talked about media influence, Arlen Specter switching parties, and the Republicans' identity crisis. Plouffe offered this advice to the GOP, he said with a grain of salt. And Karl Rove actually agreed.
Because what they need is a positive vision. I think that it's fine to oppose. I think the American people would like more positive solutions, and I think
the strongest reaction of the night came when moderator Frank Sesno pressed Rove on Bush's role in going to war in Iraq. President Bush's top advisor responded by reading quotes from various Democrats and then fired back at the moderator.
But you're suggesting that only he had that viewpoint, and that's incorrect, Frank. With all due respect, your bias is showing.
No,
it's
not.
Incorrect.
That's
Carl.
There were 3 disruptions but no arrests, and a handful of demonstrators held picket signs outside.
Will Washington really rise up and say, we're going to do the smart, longer-term things that are very hard, and there's not immediate political benefit? I know that's where the president wants to take the country. I'm confident that's where the American people want to go.
Can we find ways to cooperate when cooperation is possible? Mm-hmm. Can we find ways to do things together and not be blindly opposed to each other simply because that's what we think we're supposed to be?
Karl Rove offered a twist on the question of ending the partisan divide. Would you really want to? In Monterey, Kit Doe, CBS 5.